Here's a question most people never ask themselves. What would be the very first thing in your home to fail during an emergency? Most people answer incorrectly. Some think it's food. Others think it's electricity. A few might even say money. But the real answer catches most families by surprise. And that's exactly why so many Americans discover they're unprepared only after a crisis has already begun. The truth is that emergencies rarely arrive with a warning. A storm, a blackout, a water outage, a medical emergency, a severe heat wave. One normal day suddenly becomes anything but normal. And within just a few hours, small inconveniences can turn into serious problems. Today, we're going to talk about the survival plan that most people never build. Not because it's difficult, not because it's expensive, but because most people assume they'll have more time. Until one day, they don't. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly.
Most people think survival starts when disaster arrives. It doesn't. Survival starts months or years earlier. The reality is that emergencies rarely announce themselves. A severe storm, a prolonged power outage, a water main break, a medical emergency, a winter freeze, a communication outage. Most crises don't look like Hollywood movies. They look like ordinary days that suddenly stop being ordinary. That's why the people who handle emergencies best usually have one thing in common. They have a plan. Not fear, not luck, a plan. And surprisingly, that plan is often very simple.
Many preparedness experts follow a simple principle. Think in layers. What would happen if you lost electricity for 3 days? What would happen if you lost clean water for 3 days? What would happen if you couldn't leave your home for 3 days? Most families never ask these questions, but asking them reveals weaknesses immediately. Could you cook? Could you see after dark? Could you stay informed? Could you charge essential devices? Could you access medication? Could you stay comfortable? Preparedness isn't about expecting the worst. It's about reducing unnecessary stress when life becomes unpredictable.
When most people think about survival, they think about food. But food is rarely the first problem. Water is. A person can go much longer without food than without clean drinking water. That's why smart preparation starts with water. Simple water storage, backup filtration, emergency containers. Nothing complicated, just reliable access to clean water. Many older Americans remember a time when keeping extra supplies at home was normal. Today, many households have less than a few days of essentials. That works perfectly, until it doesn't. Here's something few people talk about. Comfort matters. A lot. Because when people become uncomfortable, they make bad decisions. A home emergency becomes much easier when you can still see clearly, sleep comfortably, stay warm, stay cool, prepare simple meals, charge important devices, listen to updates. Small comforts create stability, and stability creates confidence. This is why the best survival plans focus on maintaining normal life as much as possible. Not merely surviving, but functioning.
Imagine cell service becomes unreliable. Do your family members know what to do? Where to meet? Who to call? What the backup plan is? Most families never discuss this. Not because they don't care, because they assume they'll always have communication. History has shown that assumption isn't always correct. A simple written communication plan can remove enormous uncertainty during stressful situations. And sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most valuable. Pen, paper, a plan. Many Americans who grew up decades ago learned valuable lessons naturally. They kept extra supplies. They fixed things instead of replacing them. They planned ahead. They understood that self-reliance wasn't paranoia. It was responsibility. Somewhere along the way, many people became dependent on convenience. But convenience disappears quickly during emergencies. Preparation doesn't. And that's why the old habits are quietly making a comeback.
because they still work.
The survival plan that most people never build isn't complicated. It's not expensive, and it doesn't require becoming a survival expert. It simply requires thinking ahead. A little extra water, a little extra light, a little extra power, a little extra planning. Because when problems arrive, preparation feels like peace of mind. And peace of mind is something you can't buy at the last minute. If you found this useful, subscribe to the channel, because every week we share practical knowledge, forgotten skills, emergency preparedness tips, and smart products that can help you stay safe, comfortable, and independent. And if you'd like to see the exact emergency supplies, backup power solutions, water filtration systems, lighting tools, and preparedness gear mentioned in this video, check the first pinned comment. We've put together a list of trusted products that can help you build your own emergency plan before you ever need it. Because the best survival plan is the one you create before the emergency begins.